Yeah, greetings, Alafia, Alafia, Alafia. Before I even start on this topic, I want to quickly talk about some few things we'll be embarking on. We are embarking on already in the, but it will manifest obviously in the future. And this is the Orisha Abore Dating Corner. Orisha Abore Dating Corner, which will be a platform for the true practitioners of Orisha Abore will have a place where they can actually, so to speak, date each other. Like the way the descendants of the Asian people used to do it. So we trying to create something quite close to the way the descendants of the Asian people used to date. So we call it Orisha Abore Dating Corner, Orisha Abore Dating Site. It will be available on our website, www.wamicamp.com. But this is it's a work in progress. So I'm just kind of let people know that will come into manifestation. It's called Orisha Abore Dating Site, where the practitioners of true Orisha Abore can be able to have a platform where they can actually date each other, show interest. So we're talking about the dates between man and woman, you see. So but it will be strictly on an Orisha base, on the regulations, the laws, and the stuff that actually governs the Orisha world. So it's like we're bringing stuff from the essence to our world. So obviously it has to be some kind of law. So once we know things about Eshu Orisha, then we can proceed to do more things. So that just in a nutshell, but there will be much more information regarding that. It's going to be something much more bigger, but it's just an introduction to that. There will be separate video. There will be separate video regarding that anyway. Okay, that's being said, let me get back to the point why this video is being made. Today I just want to quickly, this has been going on for a while, and it's been some kind of stuff that has been kind of delaying it from being done, So we want to quickly talk about titles, T-I-T-L-E. So people will say it's always about titles, but did they really understand what this word actually means? Yes, it's all about titles, but the tutelage we have they're not even in our realm. When we say in our realm, we're talking about the current state of humanity. So humans love to really talk about titles, the this and that. People will come around and call themselves all these sacred titles like pastor, like imam, like babalawo, like yanifa, like rabbi, like pope, like archbishop. All these titles, apart from the sacred titles that has to be doing with the primordial tutelage, that has to do with parents, father, mother, all these things. But titles like what we just mentioned, things like like we just mentioned, pastor, imam, rabbi, pope, archbishop, deacon, all these things, these are sacred titles that belongs to the sacred word, the sacred word, but because humans always wanted to be like the gods, they want to be like those real beings, those real beings. So we kind of infatuated with them. So we call ourselves all these titles. But this thing is really stopping human from growing, when people start talking about the this and that, and this is what the challenge is. People keep on saying the this and that, but in reality you can't be this and that. You haven't even be able to live up to what we call humanity, we haven't even been able to do so. But we want to be, it's almost like we want to be something else. So, and it's just crazy. So what we're saying about the sacred titles is really stopping human from really growing to our true potential, what we're supposed to be, because we're not really humbling ourselves. And this is why all these challenges that's been going on. So all these people going around calling themselves all these things, they don't know what they're talking about, man. They really don't know what they're talking about. So anyone that call themselves this title and you can see them, when I say you can see them, like you can see them like for you, the way you can see me now, they just calling themselves all those things. They don't have no power. And when we're talking about power, power doesn't even live in this realm. Power doesn't mean like if you say something or do it, like you're trying to force someone to do something, like trying to become kind of a military, all these things. That is not power. Power is unseen. It's unseen energy. The way the ones that really have the true power has to dealing with the people that put the planetary system into being, how the whole world came into being. So you're talking about real powerful beings. They're not here. Those are ancestors, man. So what we're saying is people going around calling themselves all these titles, all these they have this title because they initiated all these things. You don't know what initiation is. You all don't know. You all don't know. You just been sold all this word, I'm this, I'm that, because I'm initiated in this and that. Nope. This is much more bigger. That's the reason why people can call themselves all these titles like Babalawo, and you see Babalawo taking so-called medications. You know what I mean? So what happened to the Orisha then? If you Babalawo, so what happened to Ifa? So Ifa is not good enough to make you well. You see so-called Iyanifa, so-called people say they initiated into this, they have been initiated into Ogun, they have been initiated into Oshun, all these things, but they end up in hospitals. That's ridiculous. So what happened to the Oshun? What happened to Ogun? What happened to Shango? What happened to Obatala? What happened to Ishumari? What happened to Ishodara? So what happened to Orisha Pantheon? What happened to all these things you claim you be initiated into? What, they're not powerful enough to help you out? So you can't get wellness from them, right? You're here to going around and calling yourself all these things, you be initiated. Because you all don't know what initiation is all about. And this is what the whole problem is. If people can just humble themselves and do things much more the way it's supposed to be done, then the whole world can move much more faster, that people can do more real things. We can do more real things just by being humble. A Babalawo dying in hospital, a Babalawo can make use of the herbs. Can't call on Sonyi anymore. What's up with that? This is what we're saying. Babalawo getting stuck. They can't travel anywhere, because of the lockdown. What kind of Babalawo is that one? I'm asking questions, man. Can a god be locked down? Can you really lock a god down? Like lock down a god or something? I don't even know how to put this thing. If a god travels to the Caribbean and gets stuck in there, what kind of a god stuck in the realm of human being? Since the god always claim the better than human being, the gods and all that. So why is the gods getting stuck in different countries? They can't travel because of restrictions. I didn't know you can restrict a god. And this is what the problem is. These people call themselves rabbi and all that, but they're doing the same thing that human beings are doing. If a rabbi if you cut a rabbi, if a rabbi actually had a cut and is breathing, and the blood of a rabbi is the same thing as mine, like red blood. So So what's the difference? All these sacred titles belongs to the realm. It's not of this world, and this is what we're trying to say. If people humble themselves on a collective, kind of consciousness level, we can much more faster by just being humble. So you can't be a priestess, a priest and all that, and you're getting stuck just like everybody else. You say you initiated, you're getting stuck just like everybody else. Priests are they don't even use herbs. You know what I mean? They don't even use herbs, man. When they're not feeling well and all that. Not because we're supposed to be using herbs. At least when you're not feeling well, you can always resort to herbs to help you out. But they don't even. They're taking pills and all that. And they want to talk about this and that. They're getting operated and getting their kidneys taken out. And these are so-called babalawo, priestesses, pastor, imams, rabbi. All of them getting operated just like everyone else. Yeah, they want to talk about the powerful. So where's the power? Power doesn't mean that you destroy somebody's life. The imprint of power is about to help somebody to elongate their life. And that's not by taking somebody else's life to elongate your life. That is against issue. That is against the sacred law. You don't use somebody's life force to elongate your own life. That is against spiritual law. We already been given what we have to maintain. Because we're not maintaining it, that's why all these problems around. Anyway, humble yourselves, humble yourselves, and you will know the true meaning of to humble, for someone to humble themselves. It's great. It's a great thing. So I'm just gonna have to cut off now. Hopefully this recording goes well because the camera has been playing up all day. So if it's meant to be done again, we do it again. If not, this is it. So ancestral love to everyone. Omagba Metala. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.